Birds Fly Talk fans, welcome back. It's your host, Kevin Taylor.
And Julian.
And look, if you haven't watched part one of this two-part series, I seriously suggest you go watch part one where we break down Donovan McNabb's, because this is like the sequel to this.
This is like the reasoning why we were so passionate about what he said.
We're breaking it down, and this is why, like in any other city, when someone says something like he said, they kind of let it go. They don't really,
Yeah, you wouldn't think anything of it.
But here in, Philadelphia, we're so darn crazy that we make our own podcast and we have a radio show and we do all the advertising and everything to talk about his comments because we run deep so hard. Yeah. So let me understand. Well, let you understand, right? Like if you reiterate
just a little bit.
Right. Like obviously Donovan McNabb made some comments. They were condescending, just like he always does, undercutting the Eagles organization, undercutting Carson Wentz, who's, our new beacon of hope. It stems from him, obviously still holding on to things that happened while he was here in Philadelphia, which he very well has a right to be upset about.
Yeah, and even the way his exit went.
Exactly.
It's understandable.
The way we put weapons around him, he should be upset about that. The way the fans treated him, he can be upset about that. And the way he left, he can be upset about that. Him being underappreciated. But also the way he dealt with it is a two-way street. Exactly. We're the cause, and now it's you holding on to that. Because we just want to love you. We do want to love you.
That's all I want to do.
But we want to love you the way we want to love you.
Exactly.
We want to remember you the way we want to remember you. Exactly. We're not going to sit here and say, like, oh, he was this, he was that. Like he was the greatest quarterback in our franchise history. Is that not a big enough compliment?
It's a huge compliment. That is a huge compliment. And I guarantee you, 80 to 90% of Eagles fans would agree with that.
Right.
And that's a good amount.
That is an excellent amount.
That's a good amount.
Like,
can't be mad at that.
Show your face. Come around Philly. Show up to a game. Talk to Carson Wentz.
Go to a Sixers. Bro,
like,
there's so much you can do for the city without even opening your mouth.
Endear yourself to the city.
You don't even have to say
Throw a couple bouquets here and there. Act like you care. But anyway, the reason Philadelphia Eagles, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's something in the water around this area. Like,
I was born this way.
Exactly. Like,
I can't even help
with
it.
everything. Like, we love winning.
Yep.
We want to win bad.
Yep.
And I honestly think it's just a genuine feel. Like, you look at Philadelphia, the city, like we always are compared to New York, right? Like, we're a smaller, cleaner New York, as I like to put it, right?
Yeah.
And it's a growing city. It's a vibrant city. But people here, it's like, it's just we have a chip on our shoulder, and I don't know what the hell put it there, but it's passed on. It's like everybody here, it's like, they want to win. They are passionate about everything. I mean, like, you go order a freaking cheesesteak. It's made with passion.
It is.
It's made with passion.
You can see the love in it.
Exactly. And it's like we love so hard that it becomes detrimental to our players. Would you agree?
100%.
Like, obviously, Donovan McNabb, like, if Donovan McNabb went to somewhere like, I don't know, San Diego, everyone's happy in San Diego. It's freaking sunny.
80 degrees
every day.
They go to school outside.
Right? Like, he probably would have been better off. Maybe. Who knows? Or maybe he would have never been pushed to the limit that he was pushed. You never know.
Yeah.
The thing is that you played here. You stayed here majority of your career until you went to the Redskins and then the Vikings.
And then, speaking of that, I was watching the Monday Night Massacre the other day. That joint was funny. But anyway, it's you really have to have we try to breed a certain type of player here.
Right.
And it's not even on purpose. That's just how we are.
Right.
We want the player to be as mentally tough as he possibly can.
Yes.
To get us a Super Bowl.
Yes.
That is all, I promise you, that is all we want.
Exactly. And the person who does it will be, he'll never pay for another beer in this town.
No.
And for the rest of his life.
You don't even have to. And you don't even.
Honestly, the thing is that, like, if you guys, like, for the real Birds Fly Talk fans who have been here since day one, supporting us and helping us, you saw the trailer we made. We spent a long time shooting it.
Yes.
There's a quote in there, like, probably after the first section, and I don't know who said it.
I can't. Sean Bradley one?
Yes.
Yes.
The problem with Philadelphia fans is that they want you to play every single point or game like it's your last. every game.
That's a problem or something.
Exactly. Like leave it out there on the field.
Please, because if I go to a game, trust me, I'm going to be screaming as loud as I can.
Exactly.
I'm going to want you to win as much as I possibly can.
Exactly.
Why can't I get the same in return?
The last game at the Veterans Stadium, it was silent. It was silent. Like they didn't like. It's like when your coach stops yelling at you, that means they don't care anymore. They've given up, and we haven't. We have not.
I don't think we ever will, to be honest. I can't see myself. I say it a lot. I might be like, yo, I can't deal with this anymore. But as soon as week 1 starts, I'm back
and that's the thing too. When you look at most Philadelphia fans, like, look, there are crazy people in every single city. Yeah. Like, go to New York. There are people in New York who can't exist in any other city. They just, like, literally, like, if you saw them in another city, it's like, what is that?
Yeah.
But New York City, like, fine, okay. Philadelphia has a lot of passion. So now we got crazy people, but now our crazies are also passionate.
Yes.
So, like, the crazy people, the passionate people, it just goes, above and beyond. Where you talk to a large majority of our, fan base, they're not crazy. They just really want to win, and they're not going to sugarcoat it.
Exactly. And I feel like players like Donovan get distracted by the irrational fans. And I'll be the first to admit, I know there's Eagles fans out there who are completely irrational.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as the last game of say the 2016 season ended, the next day, you probably ran into somebody who was saying we were going to win the Super Bowl next year.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's out. I know it's out there. I know it's out there. I know they are. But look, if you're a player in this town, you have to know that comes with the love. It comes with the passion.
And look at it. Like, we're in a division. The Cowboys have 5 Super Bowls. The Giants have, what, 3 or 4?
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3.
I just know they beat the Patriots twice, and that I still can't.
The Redskins have 2. We don't have any.
We have none.
We have none. Like,
and we're always and we're never really looked at as the worst team in the division. So it's so frustrating. Do you understand how frustrating that is?
Exactly. Like, okay, here's the deal. Like, my family's had season tickets since 1967. Like, since University City, like at Penn State. I mean, not Penn State. Excuse me, UPenn. When they played at Franklin Field. Like, the Taylors were sitting up there watching the Eagles. Make history, it's generational. It's passed down here. And honestly, I don't know if it's just because Philly is just really starting to evolve and grow into like kind of a mecca of a city like that. Yeah. But, for a lot of people, like, football is like,
this is it.
That's what they got.
And
like,
we have baseball, we have basketball. We just won our World Series in baseball. And that wasn't even that long ago. And we went crazy over that. But we want the Super Bowl. The World Series was nice. I had fun. I remember. You remember that, right?
Absolutely.
But I won a Super Bowl.
It's like, and because it's
I can't even explain it. There's just
honestly, we set out on this video to explain why we love so hard, but the fact of the matter is we don't know why, but we can tell you how to deal with it. One,
for sure.
When we say crazy things, don't listen to us. All you need to understand is that we want you to play like your life depends on it. Yeah. We want you to
win as bad as we
exactly.
We want you to want to win as bad as we want you to win.
Exactly. If you care,
it goes both ways.
If you care, we're not, we will applaud the effort. Like, legacies will last. Obviously, it won't be as great as who wins it, but that's the reality of it.
It is, but you see players, I don't know if it's in the last video, but you see players like Brian Dawkins, Ike Reese, Trey Thomas, Deuce Staley, who's still coaching. We love these dudes because they're around. They're around. They have tough skin. They understand that we want to win. And they're still here to help.
Exactly.
They want
to pass
it
on to the next generation.
Yes.
Once you stop playing, like McNabb, you're done. I don't see you around like the Eagles. I don't see McNabb speaking to Wentz hey, like McNabb. If any person in Philadelphia history knows, has gone through anything and could help Carson Wentz,
or anyone for that matter,
it's you.
It's your ass.
It's you. It is you. You got booed when you got here. People, yelled at you, treated you all types of ways. You know what to deal with. And if you think about it, you could write a book. But if there's anyone who could really help a rookie, it's you. It's nice to hear inspirational words from Brian Dawkins. But really, Did you ever jump on sports radio and hear Brian Dawkins getting ripped for his performance in a game? No. Like, I can't really think of many bad games by Brian Dawkins. I can't. Donovan, you're like a quarterback. Of course you have bad games. You, of all people, know what it feels like to, be that guy in the city to get attacked.
I think what it is, he's confusing passion with hate.
Yeah.
And we don't hate Donovan McNabb.
We're not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
we're not gonna be like, yo.
He says bad things about us, but he's still number one.
Like if Carson Wentz started sucking, like I guarantee you, all of Eagles Nation, like
we're gonna let him know.
We're gonna let him know, and if you don't perform, you're gone, just like in any other city. Excuse me, but like. It's almost like, to me, it's refreshing because I don't have to worry about when someone tells me, hey, like, oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. And then you get cut. Like, in this city, if you're going to get cut, most of the time you know it. Like, the fans, we got our finger on the pulse.
You'll feel it. You will feel the pressure.
Ask Andy Reid. Andy Reid has not said one bad thing about Philadelphia since he's left, right? Like, he easily could have. Easily.
Because he could give that man so much.
Fire, Andy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we were all chanting that. Yep. And he's the best coach in our city ever. Like, best coach in Eagles history. Most winningest coach. Yeah, you say stuff about his play calling. Yeah, you say stuff about blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, like, looking back on it, he's the best.
That was our guy.
He's the best.
That was our guy.
And guess what? He, at some point, when he's done coaching, and it's going to be for a while because he just got that new young quarterback, so he's got some time. He's going to be able to come back to this organization and run a front office. Think about it. Like,
easy, yeah.
He will be able to come back and be in a front office capacity if he wants it.
And I don't even think anybody. Of course, he would get some backlash.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like people would be comfortable. Like,
oh yeah. Now, if Donovan McNabb, like, you got baby steps, but just put a little toe on the Wentz wagon. Just a little bit. Just stick that toe out and just give some support to Carson Wentz. The next time you have the opportunity to say something good about the Eagles organization, say, hey, even if you don't have anything to say, first of all, that's my team, that's my squad, but they need to get it together.
Exactly.
Or something like that. I always rep Eagles green, but something needs to change.
Something that slight. That's so minor and minuscule. It's so small.
Yep.
But just to include us and then say us or we or our.
Look,
it doesn't take much.
We're never going to put a crown on your head. We're never going to, roll out the red carpet for you. Like, if we see you, guess what? We're going to tell you, yo, Five, what's up? Like, and we're going to be ecstatic. But it'll never be maybe the way you want it. And I can't even say that I know that. And this isn't really about that because, honestly, I was like a huge Donovan McNabb fan as a kid.
So was I.
I loved him. I still do. He's an excellent player, period. But this is about, the way he responds to the Eagles. We want to love you.
It's hard to love somebody when their ego gets in the way like that. It's hard. It's hard. There's, like you said before, there's like a wall.
Yeah.
It's like a barrier. It's like he doesn't want. He knows we're gonna He only wants the positive. He doesn't want any negative.
Exactly.
And it doesn't work like that.
And you don't have
never
to,
will.
especially now, is that if you talk about Philly, you can be honest. Be honest with us back, but don't be condescending.
Exactly.
Because we're not going to be condescending to you. We never will.
Don't try to
slight us. If you suck, you suck. If you played bad, you played bad.
Yep.
We're never going to say, I like it, but it's all right.
You want that ass kissing? You can go to Dallas, but you can go to New York.
Exactly.
We're not going to kiss nothing here. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, I don't know if that explains why we love so hard looking. It's just the way we are. You might jump in our comments. Why do you care about Philly sports so much? But look, this was Kevin Taylor.
This is Julian.
And we tried our best to let you know why we're so passionate as fans. Please subscribe to our channel. Yep. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Birds Fly Talk. Yep. Shout out to Sports Star Philly as well. Got a lot of partnerships coming up. Stay tuned for Behind Enemy Lines. That episode's coming up this week. We're going to get with a Chiefs page. Going to announce that probably tomorrow on Instagram. Check out my last video, too, with, top 5 takes from, week 1. And just lock in, man. This is Birds Fly Talk. I hope you can see we're pouring our all into these videos. We really are, we're trying to give you the best because the same way that you guys, when we rip our athletes, we try to hold ourselves to the same standard when we make these videos, when we, step behind the mic, all that, because that's just the way it is. Obviously, it's passion all around. Mm-hmm. So like I said, it's Kevin Taylor, your host.
Julian.
And this was Birds Fly Talk. Peace.